这首歌写的是远处传来的钟声，钟声没有说出任何名字，却让一个人重新走回多年以前的小镇。那条街，那座花园，还有曾经并肩走过的人，都慢慢回来了。
这首歌想说的是，有些声音像一条看不见的路，会带我们走回生命里最安静的地方。
Came over rooftop slow from somewhere I no longer know. The avenue became a lane, and summer stepped outside the rain.
The garden wall, the gravel road, the little gate, the flowers closed. I saw you turn beneath the trees, with sunlight trembling through the leaves.
The city stayed where it had been, but something opened in the sound.
A distant bell, a distant year, and suddenly you were around.
When the bells crossed over town, the old streets gathered round. Every step, every summer shade, every promise that we made. When the bells crossed over town, the years came falling down. I stood beneath a newer sky and heard our garden come alive. The traffic moved, the people passed, the present waited patient fast. But somewhere in that ringing air, your summer dress was still there.
I walked until the bells were gone, then heard their echo moving on. Some sounds did not belong to now, they carried time inside somehow.
When the bells crossed over town, the old streets gathered round. Every step, every summer shade, every promise that we made. When the bells crossed over town, the years came falling down. I stood beneath a newer sky and heard our garden come alive. When the bells crossed over town, the old streets gathered round. Every step, every summer shade, every promise that we made. When the bells crossed over town, the years came falling down. I stood beneath a newer sky and heard our garden come alive.
Still ringing through the trees. 这首歌写的是收音机里短短几秒的旋律，讯号很快就飘走了，可是那几秒钟足以让一个房间慢慢重新出现。这首歌想告诉我们，记忆不需要完整的歌曲， 有时候只要一点点声音，就能把整段时间留下来。
Turn the dial between the stations through a little static ring. Then one old melody appeared and disappeared again. It only stayed for 3 short seconds, barely long enough to know. But still the curtains, walls and lamplight opened from so long ago. I could not find the station back. The signal faded into blue, but somewhere in the missing sound, the room still waited there with you. 3 seconds on the radio, and all the years came home. A little line between the static, a little light inside the room. 3 seconds on the radio, then nothing but song was gone before I knew. But you were standing there. I turned the dial from end to end. The stations moved, the voices changed, but nothing brought the melody back into the frame. Still in the quiet after midnight, I could hear that fragment glow. A piece of sound, a piece of time, a room from long ago. 3 seconds on the radio, and all the years came home. A little line between the static, a little light inside the room. 3 seconds on the radio, then nothing but the air. The song was gone before I knew, but you were standing there.
And you were there. 这首歌写的是一段很普通的晚餐，杯子放下，刀叉碰到盘子，椅子轻轻移动。多年以后，一个人再次听见这些声音，才发现自己最怀念的不是某个特别的夜晚，而是当时没有察觉的平凡幸福。
Glass came down, a chair moved in. The restaurant was full and bright, but I was somewhere else that night. The tablecloth was cream and white. The candle leaned into the light. You cut the bread and smiled at me as if the world were meant to be. No grand goodbye, no final scene, no words that broke the room apart. Just little sounds from plates and cups returning straight into my heart. The sound of dinner plates still opens older days. A glass, a chair, a quiet laugh, the shape of what we had. The sound of dinner plates still brings the room alive. The smallest noise can hold a life and keep the years inside. The waiter asked if I was done. I looked outside, the rain had come. The present waited by the street, but still your hands were next to me. I left a coin beside the glass and walked into the newer past. Some happiness is only heard when ordinary sounds return. The sound of dinner plates still opens older days. A glass, a chair, a quiet laugh, the shape of what we had. The sound of dinner plates still brings the room alive. The smallest noise can hold a life and keep the years inside. The sound of dinner plates still opens older days. A glass, a chair, a quiet laugh, the shape of what we had. The sound of dinner plates still brings the room alive. The smallest noise can hold a life and keep the years inside. A quiet laugh still inside.
这首歌从鞋底踩过碎石的声音开始，一位先生只是走过花园外的小路，却忽然想起很多年前，曾和一个人并肩走过同样的黄昏。这首歌最想留下的是，有些陪伴看起来很安静，却会在很多年后从脚步声里重新回来。
The gravel moved beneath my shoes, a little sound the evening knew. The garden wall came into view, and every path
return to you.
The leaves were gold, the air was mild. You walked beside me, soft and wild. We did not hurry, did not speak. The road was all the time we needed. The present stayed beyond the gate. The footsteps carried something more. A little stone beneath my heel, and all the garden years before. The gravel path, remember
The way we used to walk,
the leaves, the light, the quiet air.
the spaces in our talk.
The gravel path, remember
Before I understood,
one little sound beneath my feet.
and everything was good.
I slowed my steps, then stopped halfway. The newer houses faced the lane. But somewhere in the evening dust, our younger shadows moved again.
I walked until the sun grew faint, then let the garden keep its name.
Some paths remain beneath the heart, long after roads have changed. The gravel path, remember
The way we used to walk,
the leaves, the light, the quiet air.
the spaces in our talk.
The gravel path, remember
Before I understood,
one little sound beneath my feet.
and everything was good.
The gravel path, remember
The way we used to walk,
the leaves, the light, the quiet air.
the spaces in our talk.
The gravel path, remember
Before I understood,
one little sound beneath my feet.
and everything was good. Step by step, the garden stays.这首歌不是从旋律开始的，是一位听众把唱针放到唱片上时，先听见那一点细小的杂音，音乐还没有真正响起，房间已经先回来了。这首歌想告诉我们，有些记忆比歌曲更早醒来。
The needle touched the record line. A little crackle before the time. The song had not begun to play, but still the room returned that way. The lamp was low, the sofa green. The record slid beside the screen. Your fingers rested near the side before the melody arrived. It was not but memory had already moved and brought the whole old room along.
Before the song began, I saw your quiet hand.
The needle fell, the years awoke inside a little vinyl smoke.
Before the song began, the room returned again.
One crackle underneath the air,
And suddenly you were there.
the record turned, the chorus came, but I was listening to your name. Not in the words, not in the tune, but in the silence of the room. The vinyl spun, the present stayed. The older evenings slowly played. Some memories arrive before the music opens up the door.
Before the song began, I saw your quiet hand.
The needle fell, the years awoke inside a little vinyl smoke.
Before the song began, the room returned again.
One crackle underneath the air,
And suddenly you were there. Before the song began, I saw your quiet hand.
the needle fell, the years awoke inside a little vinyl smoke.
Before the song began, the room returned again.
One crackle underneath the air,
And suddenly you were there. Before the song, you were there.
这首歌来自夜里远处火车经过的声音，房间只是轻轻震了一下，一段旅程却慢慢回来了。车窗、座位没有说完的话，还有最后一次坐在身边的人。这首歌想说的是，有些告别不是一句再见，而是一段很久都没有停下来的震动。
the train moved somewhere past the wall. A low vibration through it all. The window glass began to shake, and every old mile came awake.
Your coat was folded on your knees. The window held the winter trees. We barely spoke, we barely moved. The rail kept singing under you.
The room was here, the night was now, but still the carriage lights returned. A distant engine in the dark, and every unsaid word still burned. When the train passed in the night, the window filled with moving light. One low sound beneath the floor, The curtain stopped, the glass grew still. The room came back, the air turned chill. But somewhere underneath the street, the rhythm stayed beneath my feet. I never learned where you got off or which small town became your home. I only know that every train still carries something of your name. When the train passed in the night, the window filled with moving light. One low sound beneath the floor, and I was traveling once more. When the train passed in the night, I saw your face beside the glass. The engine faded down the line, but not the light inside the past. When the train passed in the night, the window filled with moving light. One low sound beneath the floor, and I was traveling once more. When the train passed in the night, I saw your face beside the glass. The engine faded down the line, but not the light inside the past. Moving light down the line. Down the line.
这首歌写的是一个很小的声音，恰是碰到 baby， 只是轻轻一下，可是那一声让一个人重新回到很多年前的午后。这首歌想告诉我们，有些时间没有消失，只是安静地藏在一只杯子里。
The teaspoon touched the porcelain, a silver note, a fragile ring. The room grew soft, the daylight turned, and every faded shadow burned. The curtain moved beside the door. The waiter crossed the wooden floor. I saw your hand beside the tea, as clearly as you once saw me. I did not call the memory, I did not ask it to return. One little sound was all it took to make the quiet afternoon burn. When the teaspoon touched the cup, the years came softly back. Your smile, the chair, the window light, the coat upon the rack. When the teaspoon touched the cup, the room became our own. coffee cooled, the voices blurred. I barely heard another word. The present waited near the door while I walked through the years before. I touched the spoon, then let it rest. A little silver in my chest. Some memories do not arrive. They wake when sound becomes alive. When the teaspoon touched the cup, the years came softly back. Your smile, the chair, the window light, the coat upon the rack. When the teaspoon touched the cup, the room became our own. One tiny sound beneath the air, and I was not alone. When the teaspoon touched the cup, the years came softly back. You smiled, the chair, the window light, the coat upon the rack. Oh, when the teaspoon touched the cup, the room became our own. One tiny sound beneath the air, and I was not alone.
One little sound.
And you were home.
这首歌写的是一声很普通的门铃，它响起来的时候，一个人忽然回到多年以前的午后。走廊、光线、门把全部重新出现在眼前。这首歌想告诉我们，有时候我们不是在等谁回来，而是在等某个下午重新发生。
The doorbell rang a single tone and turned the hallway into home. The afternoon came through the wall, the coat rack mirror shadowed hall. I saw myself behind the door, a younger hand upon the floor, waiting for the sound to come, waiting for the one I loved. It was not you outside tonight, just someone asking for the floor. But one small tone had opened wide, the years behind the door. When the doorbell rang, the hallway breathed again. One little sound, one afternoon, one heart that waited then. When the doorbell rang, the old light filled the frame. No one stood where you once stood, but still I heard your name. I closed the door, the room grew still, the present settled on the sill. But somewhere in the wooden frame, the older afternoon remained. Some sounds are only seconds long, but hold a house, a life, a song, a simple bell, a quiet wall, and all the time behind it all. When the
heard your name. When the doorbell rang, the hallway breathed again. One little sound one afternoon, one heart that waited then.
When the doorbell rang, the old light
Filled the frame,
no one stood where you once stood.
but still I heard your name. One little sound behind the door. 这首歌来自一块木地板的声音。夜里，地板只是轻轻响了一下，可是那一声让一个人重新回到小时候住过的老房子。这首歌想说的是，有些家早就不存在了，可是声音还知道怎么回去。
The floorboards spoke beneath the hall, a little creak against the wall. The room became the house before, with yellow light beneath the door. I heard the steps I used to know, the patient rhythm soft and slow. A coat was hanging by the rail, the window breathed behind the veil. No one was walking through the room, no one was turning any key, but one old board beneath the floor brought every hallway back to me. The floorboard sang your name, and nothing stayed the same. One wooden sound, one quiet room, one shadow crossing through. The floorboard sang your name and lit the hall again. I stood inside the present tense, but heard the past come in. I crossed the room and touched the wall. The plaster cooled, the silence small. The house was gone, but still somehow its little room surrounding now. Oh, a floorboard is a simple thing, a little wood, a little spring, but sometimes time is waiting there inside the smallest sound of air. Floorboard sang your name, but nothing stayed the same. One wooden sound,
这首歌。这首歌写的是餐厅里很普通的声音，
杯子放下，
刀叉碰到盘子，椅子轻轻移动。
一位听众说，就是这些声音
让他重新想起一段很平凡却再也回不去的晚餐。
The silver touched the porcelain. A glass came down, a chair moved in. The restaurant was full and bright, but I was somewhere else that night. The tablecloth was cream and white. The candle leaned into the light. You cut the bread and smiled at me, as if the world were meant to be. No grand goodbye, no final scene, no words that broke the room apart. Just little sounds from plates and cups, returning straight into my heart. The sound of dinner plates still opens older days. A glass, a chair, a quiet laugh, the shape of what we had. The sound of dinner plates still brings the room alive. The smallest noise can hold alive and keep the years inside. The waiter asked if I was done. I looked outside, the rain had come. The present waited by the street, but still your hands were next to me. I left a coin beside the glass and walked into